July 4th, 1776, Declaration of Independence. This piece of paper is 250 years old. You can stand here in front of it and read it. A unique way to celebrate America's historic 250th birthday. Here's some of the most famous paperwork on the planet. Quote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal." No, that's not a typo. The printers, 250 years ago, sometimes used an F for an S.
So a lot of people are more familiar with the Declaration of Independence that is signed, that is in Washington, D.C. But actually there were many versions of the Declaration of Independence. This was actually printed right away on July 14, 1776.
The newest exhibit is now showing at the South Street Seaport Museum on a floor that hasn't been open to the public in years. It's inside a historic 19th century warehouse that makes up the museum campus. The Promise of Liberty, words that shaped the nation, feature rare historical documents, including early editions of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and artifacts tied to the fight for equality. This Declaration of Independence would have been printed for a poster for the public to read 250 years ago.
You can see the paper is really thick. You can see really the lettering coming out of it. And if you spend a moment reading through it, you read all the grievances against the King of England. And some of them are still so powerful and touchy, also in today's mindset.
The documents are pieces of history, including an advanced copy of Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech, to the act of Congress that created the amendment that abolished slavery.
I think the first thing I'll say is that I was unprepared for how emotionally powerful, how moving it would be to be in the presence of these documents. I really did not anticipate that I would have tears over standing next to the Constitution.
The Promise of Liberty is a New York story as well. It also reveals the printing and the forms of communication from centuries ago. The museum also features exhibits on New York's maritime history, which helped shape the nation.
That river edge is where we met the rest of the world.
You'll have a great vantage point from the South Street Seaport, the museum and the district. They'll be sailing in some more tall ships, part of the festivities in the month of July.